Hey guys, welcome to Pitch Mode Kool-Aid, and today I'm going to be talking about a question which some people have been asking me for the last couple of days regarding this season, and that is the question of our centre backs. The issue is, should we be worried about our centre backs? I'm going to be talking about this and I'll share my thoughts and how we can progress going forward. So right now for this season, Barcelona have four centre backs, namely Ronald Araujo, Pau Kubasi, Andres Christensen, and Gerard Martin. And I'm going to be talking about each of them. And I'll start with Ronald Araujo. Ronald Araujo, we know, is a very strong guy. He's fast. He has energy. He's very athletic, and he can put in those great tackles that can get us out of trouble. The challenge I've personally had with Ronald Araujo is that of concentration and injuries. We've seen in high-profile games that sometimes it can be difficult for him to maintain his concentration, which has led to us conceding goals or conceding fouls that led to us losing games. The game that really comes to mind is the game against PSG in Xavi's last season. Another one is that he tends to struggle with injuries. Being a power player, sometimes that can lead you to overstretching yourself and make you vulnerable to injuries. And we know those injuries have been disastrous for the team, especially when he was not around 2 seasons ago, most especially. Now, the issue with Pau Kubasi is that Pau Kubasi is a very young guy. He's just 18 years old. He's going to be 19 in January next year. Pau Kubasi has played so many games, especially last season. He played about 53 games. One of the reasons why Pau Kubasi was able to play very well was because he was playing beside an experienced centre-back who was Inigo Martinez. You see, Inigo Martinez was not just a defender, he was also a leader from the back. He was pretty much Barcelona's captain from the back. The motivation, the determination to put in those great tackles, to defend like their lives depended on it, pretty much was engineered by Inigo Martinez. And that is the reason why Pau Kubasi was able to elevate his performance to another level. Playing with another person, especially Ronald Araujo, who seems to be the chosen one after Martinez's departure, can be a challenge because it doesn't seem to me that Ronald Araujo has that leadership ability that can help us stabilize at the back. Another thing to keep in mind is that both Ronald Araujo and Pau Kubasi are right centre backs, which is not ideal for a team that wants to have a balanced defense at the back. The fourth defender I'll be talking about is Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin came into the team last season as a left back, as a backup to Balde. When Balde was injured, we saw that he came into the team. He did his best, even though many Barcelona fans didn't think that he was good enough to be a good replacement for Balde. We saw that the flaws were exposed in big games that were played last season. Yes, we saw that he also put in a good performance, especially in the second leg against Inter Milan, but ultimately wasn't good enough. The challenge that we have with Gerard Martin is that he's a relatively new player in the team and he's not gotten the experience that we need from a left centre back. So what is the solution? For me, number one is to ensure that we work on the physical side of those players, especially players like Ronald Araujo and Andres Christensen. Our fitness team needs to be very sure that they are always watching them, to watch their minutes, watch when they are training to see when they are becoming stretched, where they can be rested, and where their minutes can be managed. Because if any one of them gets injured, especially Ronald Araujo or Andres Christensen, it's going to be a difficult situation for us. The second thing we need to do is to ensure that we trust our youth again. One of the things that helped us last season was our ability to identify the players who could help us and bring them in as when we needed them. And that's something Hansi Flick might need to do for our centre-back role. The third thing we can do is to also find ways to mix the players who are playing right back. The players I'm talking about are Eric Garcia and Jules Koundé. I know that Jules Koundé is not very comfortable playing right back, but sometimes we might need to make use of him in centre-back to give rest to certain players. The fourth thing we need to do also is to ensure our midfielders are doing their job. If our midfielders are making the right cover, it reduces the pressure that our defenders will have, and that makes them more comfortable to do their job. I think that personally we can do well this season with the centre backs that we have, even though I personally think it won't be a bad idea to get one left centre back into the team, but with the FFP challenges that we've had, it may not be something we can do. So we need to dig in and dig deep and find a solution internally. I know that we can be successful with the players that we have, so my verdict is we shouldn't be worried. Hansi Flick got this. Barcelona got this. We're going to do well again like we did last season. So see you next time. Subscribe to my channel and Visca Barca.